And just for the next question, like when you moved to Toronto, like how was the transition like from moving to like one country to another and adapting to Western culture, as far as like the culture, attitudes, and like much more?
It didn't really affect me like that. I feel like I adapted so easily. I feel like everyone in this country, like people I met personally, they were like so like, you know, they didn't treat me differently. So I felt like I adapted so like it was so easy for me to like, you know, adapt into it.
True. And I mean, like within the previous interview, like as explained before, you said that Canada was more of a preferred place to live than like anywhere else. And like since then, do you still hold on to that opinion? And if so, do you have any like positive traits about like Canada or like Toronto in general that made you like want to stay here?
I mean, like to be honest with you, I think America is like the proper place you gotta live in because there's so much people down there that you can always like, you know, communicate to and let's like, you know, meet up with. I feel this country is like at this point in time, it's kind of like it's pretty much dead for me. It's like so there's really nothing down here, so like snow and shit.
Yeah. I mean, I know there's like positive traits like staying here, like with, you know, a big like Nigerian population in Toronto and like everywhere else, and then also with the food and like the life scene there, and then there's like other traits like with the weather too. So do you feel like it kind of has like a balance in between?
The weather?
No, just like the balance in between like the positive like traits about Canada versus like the negative traits about Canada. Like, do you feel like it's just like balanced in that way?
I mean, yeah. It is balanced a little bit.
True. Alright. And just getting on to your background and how you are as like a media personality, like what was your creative background and history like, and what made you decide on wanting to become a social media personality like / YouTuber?
I love watching YouTube videos and stuff. I love watching like a couple doing pranks and stuff like that, so that really motivated me to like go into YouTube. And when I was back home, to be honest, I never had a clue I was gonna be a YouTuber back home in the days. But when I came to this country, I seen like a lot of YouTubers. I never used to watch YouTube back home. I started watching it when I came to Toronto. So like I got really, you know, I got motivated by it, and then I just started doing it, and then that motivated me to do the cocaine prank I did to my dad.
What is this? Are you guys joking with me? Is he a robot? It's a prank.
See that? So that was my first YouTube prank I did to my dad. So
True. And I think that was like one of the most like popular videos like in YouTube. And so like I know like before like you had like your other pranks where you went to malls like looking like the Toronto Quavo-look alike, but like the cocaine prank was the one that kind of like set it off. So tell me more about that video and like what inspired you to make that video, as well as like the impact and recognition that it had on your YouTube career.
the cocaine prank?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, African parents, like when you tell them you smoke whatever, they go crazy.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I was just nothing. I didn't even watch nothing. I just woke up in the morning. I was like, you know, I'm just gonna do a dumb prank to my dad, and then I didn't know it was gonna go crazy like that. So I just got a powder from Shoppers Drug. I just put it in a Ziploc and I thought it was a cocaine shit, and then it got mad. It was like I was like, that's a good reaction, you feel me? But it's not something like I planned. I just woke up and it's just like I was just gonna do it.
True. And I guess like did it gain like recognition like in a way, like did people like notice you like when you walked down like the street by any chance, like hey, you're the guy that made the cocaine prank, like can I take a photo, all that type of stuff?
It did, but like it did more about the Quavo prank I did at the mall. That one like more, that got me more recognition from people.
True. And apart from your fame as the Toronto Quavo like lookalike, did you feel that your presence and branding has gained like much more recognition than like from before? And what was the impact like once people realized that you were referenced as like the Toronto version of Quavo, like in a way?
mean, like, it's like when if people see me as a Quavo lookalike, I feel like that they don't take that for granted. You feel me? They want to do something, you know, to, I don't know how to explain it, but like I feel like it's just, to me, it's just a blessing. I'm just gonna say that. I really don't know what to say about it. I just feel like it's a blessing from God, and I'm just gonna use it the right way. You feel me?
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. And I think in your social media, like when I tried to find your initial like handle name, it was not there anymore. But like when it was changed to DONDADA, like that's when like your stuff came out. So tell me more about like the whole like DONDADA official like social media handle, and tell me more about that transition and you making that name official in terms of your trademark and branding.
So I changed the username because I'm going into music now, and I can't use Huncho6ixx as my music name because, you know, Quavo has his Quavo Huncho. So I was like, I was gonna use my own name and just, you know, make my own brand, but I still look like him. You can, you know, but I have to have a different name when I go into the music industry, right? So I just feel like, because back then I didn't have anything really going on, so I just had to use the Huncho because I'm from the 6 and I look like Quavo, so I just use Huncho6ixx. But right now it's like, it's different now.
True. And are you expecting to drop like music soon under your official name DONDADA, or?
Yeah, it's coming soon, very soon.
Oh, true. All right, sounds good. We definitely look forward to checking that out in a way, you know.
Thank you.
So, how do you feel about the Toronto music scene at the moment? Do you feel that there should be some changes on the direction of where the Toronto music scene should go, or do you feel like it's at a like it's at like the right place right now?
I really don't know. I just feel like Toronto can come together as one and just make themselves really, really better. You feel me? Like, I know there's a lot of people out there that have like so much talent, but like it's just about, I feel the competition is just like getting into them. But I can't speak as much as I can because I really don't know, you know, about the Toronto. I just listen to it, but I just think it can get better. They just gotta come together as one and just make things better for themselves and stuff like that. But they did really good though, so big ups to them.
Sure. I know like this is getting back onto like the whole Huncho comparisons, but before the comparisons, were you like a fan or like an avid like listener of like the Migos before, or just like Quavo in general? And if so,
Sorry, say it again?
So before the Quavo comparisons, were you like a fan or like an avid listener? Like, did you listen to like the Migos or the Quavo a lot? And do you have like any like favorite songs of either like the Migos or Quavo?
So I was never a fan of Migos back home because you know, when I came to this country, I had an afro. So when I just started getting my hair done, braids, whatever, people started saying it's like Quavo, whatever. Then I didn't even know much about Quavo until like went to like Instagram. I saw some pictures and I seen like, bro, it's like I look like him, right?
Oh, sure.
And but the song I like the most about them is what song is that again? Bro, I don't know what song, bro. I forgot. There's a lot of songs there. But I think the one that just came out right now, Needed by Young Boy, the Migos. Yeah, Needed, yeah. Maybe Young Boy and Migos. That's my favorite one right now. Are you talking about back then or not right now?
I mean, you could say like right now too. I thought like back then, like I thought like, you know, before the comparisons, like I know that you said before like you had the afro, but you know, in some cases too, some like the Migos were so popular, like still at the time, like around the early, like not early to 2010s, but like 2013, 2014, and then 2015 and 2016.
Mm-hmm.
And then
I didn't really know much about them back then.
True.
Like I never knew one song about them back then. So.
True. And just to end it off for a bit, if you were to rank each of the Migos, like as of like right now, like how would you rate it from like best favorite Migo to worst, or like you're not favorite Migo like with Quavo?
Now I'm a big Migo fan. It's not just because I look like Quavo, but like I just mess with the sound. I feel him. Especially Takeoff. He has a really good, you know, he can really rap, and then, but I rate Migos a lot. Getting like a 10/10.
Sure. But like with Quavo, Offset, and Takeoff, how would you like rank them both, like between the best to the worst, like in a way?
That's a tough question, bro. I mean, I think I'm gonna go Takeoff, Quavo, then Offset.
Yeah,
I think they have like the different. I don't know how to put it. I think Quavo's really good at like the chorus, whatever, and then Takeoff's good at rapping. I don't know, but I'll put Takeoff, Quavo, and Offset.
All right, man. I think that's what most people would actually go for too. I think with other people too, they'll do like Offset, Quavo, and Takeoff based off like features alone, and then sometimes Quavo, Offset, then Takeoff, and then the other way around too. So you never know like which person might have it, you know?
Yeah.
And I think just to end off the interview, I usually ask this with like a lot of my guests, but are there like any other like final words you would like to say for any creative or any other person pursuing their dreams?
I mean, it's crazy. You just gotta work hard. You just gotta keep pushing. You can't stop. You feel me? I know there's gonna be a lot of like stops, bombs. You feel me? Just keep it going. And that's something I'm doing for myself too. You know, I'm not stopping. I'm gonna keep going and don't listen to what people say, because people are gonna say something you don't want to hear. So just listen to yourself and just be yourself. And just put God first, and everything's gonna come in place. You feel me?
No doubt. Well, DONDADA, it was nice having with you, and it was a pleasure just hearing your story and with everything else going on too.
And make sure y'all go check out my music dropping soon, and I have a YouTube page coming out soon too. Stay tuned for that. And then I got TikTok too as well. Huncho6ixx, go check it out. Thanks for having me, boss.
Alright, sounds good. Until next time.
Have a great day.